Hi, I'm Bridget, an educator here at the St. Louis Zoo. This week, we're going to be doing tours about extreme adaptations. And you may be thinking, what's an adaptation? An adaptation is anything that helps an animal survive in its habitat. It could be a cool body part, like sharp claws for climbing trees. Or it could be a behavior, which is something an animal does. Like, for instance, fish that school together for safety. These are bold adaptations, and they're extremely important in the survival of the animal. Now that we know a little bit about adaptation, let's talk about the theme of the day. Today's theme is super speed. That's right. Speed is a super adaptation for lots of animals, and you see it all over the animal kingdom, from deep down in the ocean to way high up in the air in the trees. This is a marlin. Marlins are a fish, and they are extremely fast swimmers. They've been known to reach speeds of up to 68 miles an hour. By comparison, the fastest human swimmer can only go about 6 miles an hour. That's 10 times as fast. Speaking of fast, this is a peregrine falcon. Peregrine falcons are a bird of prey, which means they hunt from up in the air and they dive down and catch food with their feet. That makes them carnivores. But this bird of prey is even faster than most. When they're flying around looking at the ground, if they see something they like, they can dive down at speeds of over 200 miles an hour. Now that's a fast bird. While we don't have marlin fish or peregrine falcons at the St. Louis Zoo, we do have some really cool fast land animals here in the river's edge. So we're going to go on a tour today and visit some of these and learn about one who is super fast, one who's kind of in the middle, and one who we may even be able to outrun. So come with me as we learn about how these animals use speed in their everyday life. Here we are at our first zoo animal, the Nile hippopotamus. And you may be thinking, hippopotamus? Really? On a speed tour? And you'd actually be right. These are our slowest animals we will be visiting today. And the reason is they are so big. They can be anywhere between 3,000 to 6,000 pounds, which puts them right underneath elephants and rhinos in terms of size. So why don't they need to be fast like other animals in the habitat they come from? And the answer has to do with their behaviors. Hippopotamuses are herbivores, which means they only eat plants. They are also nocturnal, which means they come out of the water at night and walk around and eat grasses. Grasses don't really move, so they don't have to run after them. That's one of the reasons, but the other one has to do with their size that we talked about earlier. Because they are so big, most other animals won't even try to hunt them. Plus, they can be very territorial and have tusks up to 1 meter in length to protect themselves. All of this adds to them not needing to be that fast to survive in the African savannas where they come from. You might also be wondering if they're faster in the water, and actually they are not. They don't really swim. Hippos actually sink down to the bottom, and then as they want to move, they push off and glide through the water. So just like a person trying to run through water, we're actually much slower in the water, and so are they. However, they are super graceful. Let's take a closer look at our hippos now. We have 3 hippos here at the zoo that live in a cohesive pod. And just like hippo life in the wild, our girls spend the majority of their day in the water relaxing and napping together, like you see here. But in the evening, they come out on the land and spend the night eating their diets. Our hippos get a specialized formula of herbivore biscuits, hay, browse, vegetables, and some special treats like melons. We're going to work our way up in terms of speed by visiting our next animal. So come with me and let's see who's next. Here I am at our spotted hyena habitat to talk about these cool animals and how they use their speed. So spotted hyenas look a little bit like dogs, but they're actually closer related to cats. So these animals do look a little different though. They have shorter back legs than their front legs, which gives them an interesting gait when they run. But they can still reach speeds of about 37 miles an hour. That may not seem that fast, but the fastest human can only do about 27 miles an hour. So that's much faster than a human can run. So why do they need to be that fast? The answer has to do with what they eat. They are carnivores, which means they are predators. So these predators actually have to catch their food. and sometimes they've been seen hunting in clans of up to 20 individuals. A lot of what they hunt are antelope, and antelope can be pretty quick at 30 to 35 miles an hour. So having that speed allows them to catch their food. They are also not the top of the food chain because they live with larger carnivores, like African lions. So by being quick, it helps them escape from even larger predators. Let's take a closer look at our hyenas. We have 2 hyenas at the zoo, and they are really smart, and one of their favorite activities is doing training sessions with their keepers. We work on training husbandry behaviors, like opening their mouth and laying down, so we can take great care of our hyenas. All right, we have one more animal to see, and that is the speediest of animals here at River's Edge. Actually, it's the speediest animal on the entire earth. That's right, it's the cheetah. Oh, cheetah, you're so fast, you blow my mind. Hey, cheetah, let's go find out why they are. And here we are, at the most extreme speedy land animal on earth, the cheetah. Cheetahs are really well known for their speed, and I'm sure you thought you'd be seeing them today, because they are that famous for it. And then they're also really well built for it as well. They have very long, skinny legs and a flexible spine that helps them take huge strides while running. They also have semi-retractable claws, which means they don't go all the way in like a house cat. And that helps them grip the ground kind of like soccer cleats. These animals also have huge nasal cavities and enlarged lungs, which allows them to take in more air so they can get plenty of oxygen to their muscles, which helps them keep running even longer. So you can see why these cats are the fastest. In fact, they've been known to go at speeds of over 60 miles an hour, and some scientists think they could maybe go up to 70 miles an hour. That's faster than some cars drive on the highway. Using this awesome speed, they actually are very, very strong predators. However, they can't sustain those speeds for a very long time, only doing them in short bursts. So after they catch their prey, they need to rest for a while. So they need to find a safe location to lay down and to eat their food. Otherwise, larger predators, like the hyenas we just saw, or African lions, could try to take their food. So there you have it. That's 3 animals who use speed in their daily life. Tune in tomorrow when we learn about another extreme adaptation, extreme coloration, and we'll learn about how animals use colors to help them survive in their habitat. Thank you for tuning in. See you soon.